What's up guys, my name is TheChromeLPs here and today I'm bringing you a League of Legends guide on Katarina, the Sinister Blade. Now Katarina is an assassin DPS champion that scales on ability power, can be a great use in team fights because of a massive burst damage. Now this guide will show you masteries, abilities and tips in the early game, mid game and late game, and what you want to do playing against her and what you want to do playing as her. So let's get into the masteries. Katarina's mastery is a bit different to what I normally use for an AP caster. This is 2190 because since she's not mana dependent, she doesn't use mana at all, I like to put the rest of her masteries in defense. So you can see how I put most of my masteries in offense and then the part magic resist and armor and health in the defense. So this will help you great in team fights as you are quite tanky early game to late game as well. Alright, so Katarina's Q ability is called Bouncing Blades. Basically, it's a blade or dagger which bounces from enemy to enemy, dealing significant magic damage. Katarina's W ability is called Killer Instincts. Basically, its passive grants bonus damage to Katarina's blade abilities such as Death Lotus and Bouncing Blade. Its active makes Katarina's next ability have an additional effect. They can be found in the description below. Katarina's E ability is called Shunpo. Katarina instantly moves to a target location. If the target is an enemy, it does magic damage. If it is used on an ally, it does no damage. This ability can be used for attacking teammates who are quite far away and escaping really easily. Katarina's R ability is called Death Lotus. Death Lotus is an ability which Katarina spins around throwing daggers at nearby enemy champions. This ability can be stopped early if Katarina moves to a new location, say if a champion is escaping from her reach. Now Katarina's passive is called Veracity. Basically, for every champion kill or assist Katarina gets, her cooldowns are refreshed by 15 seconds. For Katarina's early game, what you want to do is you're going to want to farm up with your Q and your E. Basically, by doing this, you can get an early minion farm, and then you can focus all your abilities on champions when you reach your level 6, when your ultimate comes in handy so much. Now, by using your Q, you can range, and you can still hit champions from afar, making it a really good poke and harass. Then if they're trying to escape, you can always use your E and then open up your Q again if you want to get the kill. But as you see here, our team gets really greedy in a second. Their team, sorry, gets really greedy in a second because they think they can take down both of us. But unfortunately, that is not the case. They only take down one of us, I believe. Yeah. So as you can see, they try chasing us. I have to use my Q, get some damage off, and I have my Q back. And so in order to get the kill, I wanted to go for the Q again, and I didn't really need to. But it doesn't really matter. So here I'm just farming up with my Q and my E. As you can see, I'm just hitting. Because she's melee, you want to make sure that you kind of do have some sort of range off your opponents. But by farming while they're not here, it helps so much. As you can see there. Now as the champions come back, what you want to do is you just still want to poke. Since I'm up against an Olaf, I want to make sure he doesn't get his axe when he throws it and he doesn't do too much damage because I don't have the best armor early game. I do gain a lot of armor in the future though. So let's go into the mid game. Katarina's mid game is where she really excels at. Basically what you want to do is, if you can get third mid game, you will be unstoppable. What you want to do is work with the teammate to bring down the toughest champions in the game that have been fed on the enemy team. Or just bring down the toughest champion in your lane so you won't have to worry about him getting fed in the future. Now what you want to do is most of the time you want to Shunpo in, use your Death Lotus, use your Bouncing Blades, and then Shunpo out. Here you can see I try to save my teammate, but unfortunately he does die to the poison, and I'm really apologetic for that. But yeah, so we're taking our rage out on Cassiopeia because Olaf rage quit. But if you've got a good teammate here, you will be able to get quite a few assists and quite a few kills. Here I was thinking about trying to tower dive, but anyway, that's besides the point. Now to go into the late game. By late game, you're going to want to be very, very fed, or at least reasonably fed, because now here is where your time to shine properly comes in handy. Basically, what you want to do is if you push your lane quite a bit, like to the second turret, what you can do now is help out other lanes who are kind of falling behind. So what you can do is, as I said before, Shunpo in, Death Lotus, Q, work with your teammates, but do not try to kill steal. I got a lot of criticism for apparently kill stealing in my Fiddle 6 guide, but that was like when I was noobish, around level 15 area, but now I'm quite, well, I'd like to say I've learned from my ways, and I don't really kill steal anymore. If I do, it is by accident, but here you can see it's really useful to try and get some kills off. And as you can see there, Brand got the kill, so I got the assist. That was not a kill steal. Well, I did say it was a kill steal, as you can see in the chat, but it wasn't, honestly, it wasn't. Anyway, some advice I can give you if you're working against a fed Katarina. If you're working against fed Katarina, what you can do is you can work with teammates in order to get the kill on her. Because of her Death Lotus, she can do a lot of damage to melee champions, so work with melee, both melee and range, just burst her down quickly in order to stop her from getting fed. And if you're playing with Katarina, what you want to do is you want to try not to get too greedy. As you could see by that clip before, I got too greedy and went for the kill. Thanks for tuning into my Katarina guide, and you can visit my channel for more League of Legends and some Pokemon stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment in the description who you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.